after this massive Christmas break I've had. I can't even really call it a Christmas break. I think I've had probably about 5 months. Anyway, recently there's been a YCS over the last month in America, in Charlston, and a new couple of deck types have arisen, or well, variants upon the old deck types, I should say. And the one that most people are talking about was the Volcanic one. I'm pretty sure everyone's already seen it, but I'm going to bring it to you on my channel simply because I need to look at them, because I intend to start playing a little bit more, and I thought I should try and analyse them myself to try and get a better understanding. So we'll just jump straight into it. The first card is Blaster. Blaster goes in this deck really well. As you can see, everything is pretty much a Pyro monster, a Fire monster, even not Pyro, which means Blaster, when he discards one with him, can get some serious effect going. Combines really well with Scat Shot and Shell in particular. Not to mention in late game you can summon Blaster and do some big beaters. Then you got your Royal Firestorm Guards, which is a pretty sick engine in the deck. Basically, after you've used Scat Shots and Shells, you can summon this late game, and then when it's normal summon, target 4 Pyro type monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 4 into the deck and draw 2 cards. It recycles your Raigeki of the deck, and it recycles your engine, your card advantage engine of the deck, which is really, really sweet. Then you've got your Summoner Monk. Your Summoner Monk is basically there to start your engine going, discard any of your spells to then summon your Volcanic Rocket. Your Volcanic Rocket then gets your Blaze Accelerator, which is the power card of the deck. Then you've got the one-of Volcanic Counter. I think he decided to main this card simply for the surprise factor element, because he was burning people a lot with a lot of damage with the Scat Shots with their effect, and then not to mention they wouldn't know what this card does, so you could catch Cliffort players off quite easily by making them take a massive chunk of damage, or could then push them just underneath, maybe using a Scout or even killing one. So it's a bit of a surprise. Then you got your Volcanic Rocket. It's the one you really want to see in your opening hand, along with Volcanic Shell and Accelerator, or some sort of one of them. He's your basically Stratos for your trap card. And yeah, just nothing much more to be said there. He's a 1900 beater, which is also really, really relevant, because 1900 isn't exactly easy to get over these days. Then you got your Scat Shot, which then counts towards your Raigeki. When this card is sent to the graveyard, inflict fire and damage to your opponent. If this card is sent to the graveyard with effect a Blaze Accelerator card, you can send 2 other Volcanic Scatter Shots from your hand and deck to the graveyard to destroy all monsters that your opponent controls, whilst also dealing 500 per card. So that's 1500 damage plus Raigeki all in one. Then you've got your Volcanic Shell. Shell's just a really good card. You ditch the graveyard, you pay 500, you get another one to your hand, so you never lose hand advantage. Which means the combo with Blaze Accelerator to draw 2 cards, whilst discarding one of these to add it back, which means draw 1 card, means you're getting 2 cards. Then you got your Foolish Burial, that's there for your shell play. Magic Planter, that's there to remove any dead, maybe emptiness, Fiendish Chains, draw 2 cards, get the engine going again. Mystical Space Typhoon, it's just Mystical Space Typhoon, it's there for the Cliffort games and to get rid of problematic back row. Pot of Duality, all about consistency. This deck really can struggle sometimes, which is why you need to max out on as many consistent cards as you possibly can. Snatch Steal is Snatch Steal. You can just basically snatch and steal a game from out of nowhere just by stealing someone's big monster. Then you have Wildfire. Wildfire, this is an interesting one for the deck. Pay 500 life points to destroy a face-up Blaze Accelerator card you control and destroy all monsters on the field. Then special summon 1 Wildfire token. So it's like another Raigeki in this turn, but you can't declare an attack. So it's another quick play version of Raigekiing someone's board to stop them from basically pushing through for some serious damage. Probably very, very relevant against Clifforts. Then you've got your Blaze Accelerator Reload. This is the new support that came out, and it is just monstrously good. This card name becomes Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Well, this card's in the spell trap card. It plays main phase. It's a main phase card as well, so it's in your opponent's turn as well. You can send 1 Volcanic card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do draw 1 card, you can only use the effect of Blaze Accelerator once per turn. During either player's main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, send one card from the deck to the graveyard. So even when this card is in the graveyard, you can then banish it to send a scatter shot, or you can banish it to send a shell in your opponent's turn. And then when it comes to your turn, hopefully you'll have another one to activate to draw another card. So you can see where the serious amount of advantage comes from there. Then you move on to your 3 Fiendish Chains. I think this was just to stop attacks and then have a target for your Magic Planter to draw. Then 1 Phoenix Wing Windblast. That's there to just ditch dead cards that you can then get the mass effect off of. And then you got your Reckless Greeds. Reckless Greeds and then there, I think, just to speed up the deck, try and get to your combo pieces quicker. Vanity's Emptiness, you just gotta play it in a control deck. It's just that good. Then you've got your side deck. He's gone for the triple maxi. It's obviously for the BA matchup to slow them down. The Fairy Wind, obviously that's for Clifford's. Imperial Iron Wall, I assume this was for the Infernoid hype, which didn't seem to hit. You got your Light Imprisoning Mirror, both for Twilight, well, mainly Satellas, and then also Twilight and Rogue Light decks of that effect. Your Magic Cylinder, this is just for even more burn damage for the decks that he thinks can't handle losing life points quickly, maybe like Clifford's. Mind Crush, probably good against BA and Clifford's really, and also Shaddolls if necessary. Then your Ajama Trio. Ajama Trio, BA, goodbye. That's what Ajama Trio does, it just gets in the way and gets you games. Then you got the extra deck, Abyss Dweller, Ken Gorgon, Castel, Digusto, Rebellion, Dire, Downard, Exciton, Cowboy, Lavalval Chain, probably the MVP of the extra deck, I'd imagine. Send those shells, send those scatter shots, blah blah blah. Maestroke, Ragnar Zero, Black Ship Corn, Heartland Draco, and Roach. This deck came out of nowhere and just absolutely smashed up the field. I think it went, was it 9-0 or 10-0? Didn't lose a single game, then he went through the top 32 and then lost, sadly, in top 32. I think everyone wanted to see him go all the way, but most people, general consensus was that this guy won the event. It didn't really matter who actually took the event, because this guy did the 10-0, and that was the most impressive thing, and the fact that it was Volcanics just made it all the sweeter. Anyway guys, I just thought I'd bring you this, just a bit of content, and hope you enjoy it. Hope you can take this away and maybe build your own variants and maybe take them to regionals, who knows. Alright guys, thanks a lot, cheers for watching, Kitso out.